The salty air stung Evangeline's eyes as she stepped off the bus. It was the same familiar tang that had filled her childhood summers. Yet it felt different now, sharp with a tinge of melancholy. The seaside town, once vibrant and alive with laughter, now seemed to echo with an emptiness that mirrored the ache in her heart. She'd returned after her research project had crumbled, a testament to her own failing ambition. Her grandmother's stories, woven with threads of seaglass and tales of a vibrant ocean, were all that remained to lure her back. She spotted him near the shore, a silhouette against the setting sun, carefully collecting seaglass from the receding waves. He seemed lost in his own world, his movements fluid and graceful. A solitary figure, drawn to the same treasures of the sea as her grandmother had been. As she approached, his head lifted, and he turned, a pair of warm brown eyes meeting her gaze. He was beautiful, his features sculpted by the sun and salt air, a touch of mystery in the lines around his eyes. "You're new here, aren't you?" he asked, his voice smooth, tinged with the rhythm of the waves. "Not exactly," she replied, hesitant to reveal her history, "but it feels like coming home." He smiled, a fleeting gesture that hinted at hidden depths. "It does have a way of drawing you back, doesn't it? Even when you try to resist." He gestured toward the shimmering remnants of broken glass, now smooth and polished by the sea. "Just like the sea glass," he said, a quiet passion flickering in his voice. Evangeline delved into the secrets of the town, discovering its history intertwined with the legend of the sea glass. Her grandmother had whispered tales of a love story lost to the waves, a tragic romance that echoed through the generations. One evening, they shared a fire pit under the stars. The crackling flames painted Lucian's face in hues of gold, revealing a vulnerability she'd only glimpsed before. He talked of his music, the music that flowed through him like the sea. He had been a rising star once, until a scandal, born out of envy and jealousy, had forced him to retreat to the quiet solitude of the coast. His talent, once vibrant, had been silenced, replaced by the quiet melodies of the sea. His past, as hidden as his sea glass, had left him a solitary soul. The storm, brewing for days, finally broke, unleashing a fury of wind and rain. Evangeline felt a shiver crawl down her spine, a mirror of the turmoil raging inside her, mirroring the turbulent waters of their hidden feelings. The storm lashed against the shore, throwing the coast into chaos. Evangeline, her heart racing, helped the townspeople secure their belongings. She saw him, guiding others, his calm and reassuring presence a beacon in the storm's fury. Together, they helped those most vulnerable. In the aftermath, they stood shoulder to shoulder, sharing a moment of silent understanding. Their bond deepened in the midst of the chaos. It was under the watchful eye of a moonless sky, the sea a symphony of crashing waves, that she felt her emotions surge. Lucian found her standing on the pier, watching the waves. He wrapped his arm around her, a gesture of silent comfort. "It's going to be all right," he whispered. "How do you know?" she questioned, her voice lost to the wind. "The sea tells its secrets," he replied, his eyes holding hers. And then, they were dancing, their bodies swaying to the rhythm of the storm. The sea, as if sharing their newfound bond, calmed, the waves settling into a soft, rhythmic lullaby. The moon, breaking free from the storm's fury, cast a silver glow over the shore, revealing a secret, long hidden within a smooth piece of sea glass, a treasure that belonged to Lucian's father. The sea glass treasure had set them on a thrilling quest. Evangeline, driven by her insatiable curiosity, and Lucian, fueled by a yearning for truth, joined forces. Their journey became a tapestry woven with a thread of intrigue and stolen moments. They walked along the shore, the sand giving way under their feet, each step marking a journey towards understanding. The search brought them closer, exposing the anxieties that bubbled within them. Evangeline confessed her insecurities, the fear that her past research failures had broken her, leaving her irreparably damaged. Lucian revealed his fears, his voice a fragile whisper. He'd always believed the love he once held for music had been taken from him. But the quiet solitude of the seaglass collector had brought him peace. Their vulnerability intertwined like the delicate strands of a seashell. The treasure hunt led them to an old seafaring map, a piece of history unearthed by the relentless pull of the tide. It spoke of hidden wealth, but also of a fractured love, a love that mirrored their own. As they deciphered the clues, they faced challenges and doubts. Evangeline realized she didn't just crave the answer, she craved Lucian, the warmth of his presence, a balm to her wounded soul. Their first real fight erupted under a twilight sky, a storm brewing inside them. Lucian's words, fueled by a misguided fear, sliced through her. They ended with a bitter truth hanging in the air, the unspoken fear of losing the connection they'd so carefully woven. Evangeline, torn and lost, turned to face the tumultuous waves. It was as if the sea, mirroring her inner turmoil, mirrored the fractured heart she held. Lucian, tormented by his past mistakes, sought refuge in solitude. He retreated to the comfort of his seaglass collection, a tangible reminder of a love lost. Evangeline, wounded and lost, was forced to face her own reflection, her heart heavy with the burden of uncertainty. The annual Seaglass Festival, a celebration of the town's heritage, filled the air with music and laughter. But the joy felt muted for Evangeline. The colorful spectacle served as a stark reminder of the fragile beauty that could vanish in the blink of an eye, much like the shattered heart she held. Her past fears, the fears of abandonment and unworthiness, swirled like a turbulent sea within her. The annual Seaglass Festival became a symbol of resilience, of forgiveness, and acceptance. The community, seeing the pain in her eyes, rallied around Evangeline. They showered her with kindness, offering a much-needed balm for her wounds. A seaglass artist, a local resident, saw the pain in Evangeline's eyes. "You carry the beauty of the sea within you, even its scars," she told her, a wisdom in her eyes. It is the beauty of the seaglass that tells the stories. The sound of music, once a symbol of betrayal for Lucian, began to resonate with healing. It was a seaglass sculpture, meticulously crafted by him, a testament to his journey of self-discovery. As the sound of music washed over him, he realized that he could reclaim the art he had once buried. The festival, a celebration of forgiveness, saw Evangeline stand tall. The seaglass necklace, gifted by the townspeople, shone in the sunlight, reflecting the courage she held within her. As the moon climbed over the horizon, its gentle light painting a silver hue over the sea, Lucian saw Evangeline. The guilt and hurt were etched onto his face as he approached her, his voice hoarse with emotion. The festival had become a catalyst for truth, and for the first time, he was able to be truly honest about the fears that had haunted him. His heart ached with the need for her forgiveness. He confessed his fear of repeating his past mistakes, the fear of love leaving him like a broken ship at sea. The night air hummed with the quiet rhythm of the waves. Evangeline looked into his eyes, seeing a vulnerability that resonated deeply within her own. Her own journey had brought her to the brink of self-discovery. They had both been lost at sea, but together they could navigate the storm-tossed waters, charting a new course toward a love anchored in understanding and acceptance. Evangeline's mother arrived in town. A secret, kept hidden for years, was revealed. It was a tale of loss and betrayal, woven with a tapestry of seaglass memories. But instead of tearing them apart, the truth brought them closer. A strange and unexpected twist of fate. Their love, once on shaky ground, now stood on a foundation of shared understanding, woven with threads of the past, present, and the ever-evolving sea. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the sand, Lucian looked at Evangeline. They both had journeyed far, their souls scarred by the tides of life. Yet their love, much like the sea glass they had collected, had been molded and polished by their experiences, their bond shimmering with a new intensity. The tide, receding with the final sunset, unveiled the shimmering tapestry of sea glass along the shore. It was a mosaic of colors, each piece a reflection of a different moment in time. Evangeline stood with Lucian, the gentle sea breeze swirling around them. In that moment, under the starry night sky, they danced, their movements a reflection of the ebb and flow of the waves. Their love, as sturdy as the shore they stood on, embraced them with an overwhelming sense of comfort and understanding. Their story, a story born amidst the shimmering shards of sea glass, resonated with the timeless whispers of the sea. Their love, once lost in the storm's fury, now anchored by the unyielding embrace of forgiveness, stood firm against the tide. The final waltz, a testament to their strength, was a reminder that love, like sea glass, had the power to endure, its beauty etched into the sands of time, an enduring legacy woven into the heartbeat of the sea.